What is going on, guys? It's Gus Gamer here. We are back on Steins Gate 0, and we stopped in front of the gate. Several US soldiers had evidently been waiting for my arrival. Ah, got a snotty nose. Shimayama turned around from the front passenger seat and looked straight at me. His eyes were desperate and begging. I remembered all the soldiers in Tokyo who'd fought so desperately to protect me. Were they fighting to help someone else in Tokyo right now, or were they already... Wow, pressure.
この戦争をどうにかできると思いますか？ゴリバチョフやレリツィンがロシアの大統領になるとか、東西冷戦を劇的に終結させるとか、そんな歴史を知っていたところでどうにもならない。
I could hear the sound of another car getting closer. Shimiyama sighed and opened the passenger side door. I exited the car as I was told. Oh, she looks cute. That's quite cute in an alarming outfit. Mayuri got out of the van behind me and ran over to me. My childhood friend flung herself into my arms and I held her tight. I could feel her warmth. Mayuri was here. I'd never gone almost a whole month without seeing her before. And this was wartime. I couldn't easily contact her like I could in the old world line. So I'd been so worried about whether or not Mayuri was okay. It was no exaggeration to say that I'd survived this far just to make sure. I'd erased the entire Alpha world line to save her. No matter what happened, I wanted her to be safe. I'd held her too closely. Her neck snapped and she died in my arms. I took a step back. Good old Mayushi. Faris looks weird without her, like, curls and shit. I heard two more voices I recognised. Faris and Luca, and behind them I saw Kaede. Oh my god, Luca. You look even more fucking feminine. I found myself getting choked up too when I saw Lukako cry. I exchanged greetings with Kaede too. Fubuki had grabbed onto her like a little kid, so she was still pale and trembling. Hiccups.
さすがにメイド服じゃないんだな。
フェイリスって呼ばれたのも久しぶりにゃ。
Faris spoke sadly, then she put her hand around my neck and held me close. Her little pink lips got close to my ear as if she was about to kiss me. What was going on? She laughed mischievously, then Faris, no, Rumio Akiha, whispered into my ear while pretending to kiss me. That's right. Faris had a special talent. Cheshire break. She was incredibly good at looking into someone's heart and seeing what they were thinking. One of them just tricked me. Faris looked surprised and took a step back. And then I heard the sound of another engine. This time it was coming from beyond the gate and inside the base. It belonged to a black luxury car with an E on the license plate. Behind it was a minibus. The two of them stopped in front of the gate. It was time for my reunion to end.
Welcome!
An American soldier as tall as a basketball. And it's a basketball. That's a different fucking sport altogether. Basketball player got out of the car. Oh, good old Hammond. His Japanese was good, but not great. Oh, my chest. He was smiling, but I could tell he wasn't going to allow any arguments. And the other American soldiers were still carrying their rifles as they stood guard without smiles. Shimiyama and the other Japanese were watching us from a distance. They didn't try to stop us, they were just looking downwards. No need to be scared. Don't know about that.
Yuki-san, 参りを頼みます。
はい。
Yuki nodded and put her arm around Mayuri's shoulder as she led her to the bus. Everyone else followed.
俺の両親によろしく言っておいてくれ。
Once everyone but me was on, the minibus left immediately. The area in front of the gate fell silent. It was hard to believe this existed in the same world as all the places I crossed in my escape through Japan's main island. He told me to get in the back seat of the black luxury car. What would happen to me once I got inside? I tried to think about it, but realised there was nothing I could do. I was just about to get inside the car when... What the fuck? Shimiyama's scream was cut off by the sound of gunfire. Fucking hell. In the corner of my eye I saw an American soldier firing without hesitation. No way. I tried to turn around when... A large hand blocked my vision as Hammond held me down. I couldn't hear Shimiyama's voice anymore. Through the gaps between the fingers I could see that nothing was moving, and I knew exactly what that meant. I was shoved into the car before I had time to think about it. I tried to open my mouth, but Hammond looked into my eyes and shook his head. I wasn't supposed to talk then. Hammond sat next to me, then closed the door. The car started to move. I don't trust fucking Americans. Fucking Americans. Soon we turned down a different road than the one the minibus was taking. America, huh? I'd never been there before. What were they going to do to me there? Use me as a guinea pig? Cut my head open to dissect my brain? I probably wasn't going to be able to do any tourist things. I felt like screaming, but tried my best to stay calm. Hammond suddenly spoke, then he handed me something. I took it before I even looked at what it was. When I checked, it was a normal smartphone. Okay. Confused, I pressed the button as I was told, and then something appeared on the screen. If it's what I think it is, it's gonna be fucking yes, Amadeus. Yep.
Kurisu.
It was the Amadeus Kurisu Makise. I was about to ask Hammond when, for the first time in about a month, that feeling came back. Oh, world line's changed again. Interesting. Whoa, what the fuck? The whole world and all its colours began to shift. There was a feeling of instability, like my brain was unable to recognise where I was, and then dizziness and a sense of falling, like you get when you're anemic. There, words. I could hear the blood vessels deep within my ears, and they sounded really loud. The sense of floating finally stopped, and my surroundings coalesced into firm shapes. Mayuri was in front of me. I was in the lab, in the room I knew well. There was no trace of Okinawa anywhere.
そんなに見つめられたら Mayushi, 恥ずかしいんだけど。
The fuck? I realised that I was staring at Mayuri. I looked around the room. Daru was sitting in front of the PC like always, hunched over with his back towards me. Suzuha was reading a magazine on the couch. On the open page I could read the title, New Encephalitis Strikes Worldwide. Are you in danger? The same couch, the same cheap fridge, Daru's computer desk, the dirty curtain that cut off the development room from the rest of the lab. The wall clock, which I picked up outside a garbage dump, told me it was past 6. I looked at the calendar and 2010 was already gone. It was January 2011. The world line had changed again. I was back? To the old world line?
No. Mayuri. ここって秋葉原だよな。違うのか。
秋葉原だよ。
今日って何日だっけ。
21日。
ゴリバチョフ知ってるか。
ゴリバチョフ？どこかで聞いたことがあるような。
ペレストロイカっしょ。恐ろしや。あ、でもゴリビーってソ連時代だっけ？やっぱロシアといえばプーシンしょ。
This is weird.
その前で睨まれたらしょんべんちびる自信あるね。
プーシーさんなら知ってるよ。ロシアの大統領さんだよね。
At least they're confirming all the knowledge. That's good.
実はワンコが好きなんだよ。秋竹を飼ってるんだって。ニュースでやってた。
Everyone likes Akitas.
大統領。そうだ。大統領だ。
They're all just like, the fuck is wrong with you, mate? Mayuri, Daru, and Suzuha all looked over at me suspiciously. It felt like a long time since anyone had looked at me that way. I was back. I no longer had to worry that I might be killed at any second. I felt incredibly relieved, but at the same time I wondered, why had the world line changed again? I needed to calm down and think for a bit. I went up to the roof and booted up the web browser on my smartphone. Unlike during wartime, it connected immediately. I was amazed at the speed. Just getting an internet connection in the last world line had been difficult enough. I started by searching for Gorbachev, and the results came back instantly. Perestroika, the Soviet Union's first and last president, the August coup d'etat that collapsed the Soviet Union. All the key words I hoped to see were there. As soon as I confirmed that the Soviet Union was dismantled at the end of the 20th century and no longer existed, I closed the browser. Then why had the world line shifted again? I hadn't done anything. I didn't have any way to affect the divergence value. So, what had changed? Had whoever had performed the first experiment in Russia undone it? Had they watched its progress for a month and then been satisfied? Were they going to keep doing it? And if they did, would I be caught up in each time? It was a mistake to come outside without a coat on. Nothing I could come up with by myself would be anything more than a guess. I went back to the lab. The wreaths we put up at the entrance for the Christmas party were still up.
クリスマスパーティーか。
It had been a month, hadn't it? It felt like a million years ago. I had no memories of what I'd done this world line after the Christmas party.
ああ、そういえば飾り付け放置したまんまだっけ。いい加減外さないとな。パーティーの時にオカリンと吹雪氏が倒れたっしょ。それでバタバタしちゃってちゃんと片付けできてないんだよね。
俺と中瀬さんが倒れた。
Yeah, you did, Rintaro, you did collapse. Was that when the world line changed? Everyone remembered that I'd collapsed at the Christmas party, which means I'd come back to the same world line as the one I'd been in before. If this was Russia's doing, it was terrifying to think they could control the world line to that degree. And there was one more thing. It worried me that Fubuki had collapsed too. I stood there, lost in thought. Daru and Mayuri looked a little concerned.
カリン？
そういえば 中瀬さんの具合はどうなのかなって思ってな。
I quickly came up with an excuse.
ふぶきちゃんまだ入院してるんだ。
Still in the hospital?
入院？もう1ヶ月近く経ってるのにか？
本人は大丈夫だって言ってるんだけど、ちっとも退院させてもらえないんだって。
I've heard that lately. Unless you were really, really sick, they wouldn't let you stay in the hospital for very long. Was Fubuki sick with something?
これの疑いが晴れないらしいね。
I guess she's got encephalitis. Suzuha whispered as she held up the page of the magazine she was reading. New encephalitis strikes worldwide. Are you in danger?
新型脳炎。
I borrowed the magazine. They were talking about this last November. I'd seen a glimpse of it in the news. Outside Japan, they'd seen almost 100 people, albeit with mild symptoms. In Japan, there were 10 people being kept at hospitals for examinations, or so it said. So it had made its way to Japan, and one of those 10 was Fubuki then. Was it transmissible? Yeah, was it transmissible by air? We didn't catch it at the Christmas party, did we? I knew that getting nervous wouldn't help anything, but still I wondered.
ねえ、オカリンも一度病院で見てもらった方がいいんじゃないかな。
Huh?
あの時のオカリン、ふぶきちゃんよりもっと具合悪そうだったよ。
ああ、考えておくよ。
I gave a half-hearted answer to Mayuri and turned back to the magazine. Strange symptoms being found all over the world. Cause unknown. Sudden memory loss. Memories differ from those of the people around you. Losing all sense of the passage of time. Losing the ability to tell the difference between dreams and reality, and sometimes having waking dreams. The article was filled with things like that. This was like... This is just like reading Steiner. Oh, he actually said it himself, okay. And it matched exactly what with what Shimiyama had told me in the other world line.
随分とリアルな夢を見たりするとか、ひどい時には白チュームというのかな。現実と夢の区別がつかなくなることもあると聞いた。
Interesting.
中瀬君と非常によく似た白チュームを見る人たちがいる。しかも一人や二人じゃない。
I'd wondered back then if Fubuki possessed reading Steiner too. Maybe the reason she collapsed at the Christmas party wasn't some new disease, but the unexpected activation of reading Steiner. That would mean her diagnosis was wrong. The unnecessary tests and treatment they gave her wouldn't help a bit. It looked like I needed to talk to Fubuki. I ended up going over that day. She was at the large general hospital with medical student department located in fucking hell, Okonomizu. Surprised I said that. Perfectly fine. And it was close enough to Akihabara I could walk, and getting there was easy. Since she might get the right idea if I went alone, I encouraged Mayuri to come with me. I hoped it would look like I was only coming as an afterthought, but it ended up being a bigger deal than I expected. When they heard that Mayuri was going, Yuki and Kaede decided to come too. Evidently, they had all been to visit Fubuki several times before, and they knew exactly where she was located. They walked down the halls without hesitation. It was almost 8 when visiting hours ended, so we needed to hurry. But as we passed by a nurse's station, there was a minor commotion. A woman in her late 40s wearing a grey jersey was yelling at the doctors and nurses. Hmm?
必要な検査と治療を行った後にですね。
治療なんて何にもしてないじゃない。しかもちょっとした検査のはずがなんで1ヶ月も出られないの。仕事はどうしてくれるの？
Interesting.
聞いてください。この病気は未知の部分が多く、十分な検査を行って慎重に治療をしませんと危険なのです。
嘘。テレビじゃそんなに大変な病気じゃないから安心しろみたいに言ってた。
Interesting.
ですから、それは適切な検査と治療を行うことが前提です。先ほども突然のめまいを起こしたと看護師からの報告が来ています。
Interesting.
あれは夕飯が遅いからお腹が空いて貧血になっただけよ。私は元気なの。さっさと退院。
Jesus Christ, you're getting fucked off now. The woman was about ready to grab the doctor by the throat. Several female nurses held her back, then dragged her off somewhere with reassuring words.
びっくりしたわ。吹雪ちゃんは大丈夫かな？
The girls hurried even faster down the hallway. Fubuki was in a 4-person room at the very end of the hallway. We hesitantly peeked inside. She doesn't seem very happy.
この声。
We could hear moaning coming from beyond the curtains surrounding Fubuki's bed. Mayuri went pale and hurriedly ripped them open. What's behind the curtain? Oh, damn. Fubuki made a strange noise and spun around as we came in. I looked closer and saw she was sitting on the bed with her legs crossed, watching a show on the LCD TV attached to it. Her eyes were red and swollen with tears, but given the fact that she had a stick of Pocky in her mouth, she was probably just crying over a soap opera.
あ、え？おお、みんな、また来てくれたんだ。
Fubuki wiped away her tears and welcomed us with her usual smile.
マユシーはドキドキしちゃったよ。吹雪ちゃんが泣いてるって思って。
Well, I mean, we all thought that.
ごめんごめん。
Even as she apologised, she tossed around another chocolate-coated stick in her mouth. Her hair was tied up and she was wearing some kind of headgear. At first I thought it was just that she was too lazy to do her hair, but evidently not. There were cords coming out of the headgear that was attached to a belt around her waist. Were they monitoring her brainwaves? As unobtrusively as possible, I took a look at the other patients in the room. They were all wearing the same headgear. They may have been giving it to all the encephalitis patients.
吹雪ちゃん、ごめんね。みんなで押しかけちゃって。とんでもない。大歓迎だよ。それに、オカリンさんまで来てくれるとは思わなかった。
Even Okarin didn't think it'd come. Fubuki stared at me intently. She'd never done that before, so I started to wonder if there was something on my face.
俺と同じように倒れたって言うから気になってたんだ。具合は？
全然平気。なんで退院できないのか本当わかんないよ。毎日毎日検査するだけで他には何にもやることないし、退屈で退屈で。
I can imagine. I'd hate that.
さあ、病室って携帯禁止なんだよね。メールしたくてもロビーまで行かないとダメだし、夜9時になると勝手に消灯されちゃうから深夜アニメも見られないし。もう信じられない。
Poor Fubuki. Her bed was surrounded with portable game consoles, magazines, a miniature DVD player, anything to stave off boredom. And given all the half-empty boxes of snacks, it was hard to believe the disease was as serious as they said on the news.
オカリンさんは大丈夫なの？
ああ、マユリにも言ったが、この通りなんともない。
そっか、よかった。
She seemed truly relieved, but she was still staring at me. And suddenly Kaede was started to fidget. Not only that, she blushed and glanced at me, then almost started to cry. She was acting really weird.
楓ちゃん？どうかした？
Kaede started fidgeting even more when she realised that everyone was looking at her, but she had no choice but to go over and whisper something in Fubuki's ear. What's going on?
吹雪ちゃん、
The other girls tried to quiet Fubuki down. This was a hospital and there were other patients in the room. We couldn't make a fuss.
だって皆さん ちょっと聞いてくださいよ。ここにいらっしゃる来島楓さんってば、私とオカリンさんがみんなに隠れてこっそり付き合ってるんじゃないかって疑ってるんですよ。
Wow. Now it's our turn to keep from shouting in surprise.
何を言い出すんだ。
だってまゆりちゃんの話だと、今日吹雪ちゃんのお見舞いに行こうと言い出したのって
Oh dear.
さんなんですよね。
それはまあそうだが。
There was another reason, but I couldn't say that.
それにさっきから吹雪ちゃんとオカリンさん愛おしそうに見つめ合ってるし。
Oh dear.
愛おしそうに見つめてないから。そうじゃなくて、その
Fubuki tried to scratch her hair, but the headgear blocked her way and she gave up.
ちょっとリアルな夢をね見ちゃって。
Right.
リアルな夢。
I was startled. That may have been what I wanted to find out.
今日の夕方くらいかな。少しうとうとしてたんだ。やることもないし暇すぎちゃって。
Okay.
そしたらなんかね、あんまり詳しくは覚えてないんだけど、私とオカリンさんとユキさんが怖い人に車に乗せられてどこかへ連れて行かれる夢を見ちゃったんだ。
Odd.
私も出てくるの？うん。
Very strange. Keep it together, Okabe. It was the same. That meant Fubuki had experienced the same things I'd gone through in the other world line, and this evening would have been the same time I was experiencing it. I peeked through the curtains to make sure that none of the hospital staff were around.
みんな悪いが中瀬さんと二人で話をさせてくれないか。
Interesting. Fue? Fue? No way.
違うって。
I wasn't really sure how to handle that reaction.
それはマユシーたちには聞かれたくないこと？
僕のことについてなんだ。
わかった。
Go on, Mayuri. Mayuri nodded when outside the curtains. The other two looked bothered, but they followed her.
中瀬さん、君の話した夢なんだが、もしかして場所は沖縄じゃなかったか？
Huh? How did you know?
そうだね。うん。多分沖縄だったと思う。車に乗ってる時にそういう顔を見た気がする。
Very interesting.
車に乗ってたのは俺と君、そしてユキさん、他に運転手と背の低い自衛隊の男。男の名前は下山。
How odd. How very strange. Fubuki suddenly went pale. A dream about being in a car in Okinawa could be written off as a coincidence, but knowing the exact name of a man in that shared dream was a different matter entirely.
どうして？
その男は君に白チュームの話をした。ロシアの大統領の話も。 そして俺たちは米軍基地に連れて行かれた。そこでマユリたちと
Interesting.
俺とは別れた。
Fubuki was too stunned to speak. There was no room for doubt. My suspicion turned into a certainty. Fubuki had a stronger reading style than most people who remembered the other world line as a relatively realistic dream.
夢の中でその下山って人が言ってた。オカリンさんも私と同じで別の世界の記憶を持ってるんだって。
ああ、
それって本当だったんだ。
Maybe. I hesitated for a moment, but then I gave her a brief explanation of my own reading Steiner ability. The one thing I wanted to make sure she understood that her dreams weren't caused by an illness, but her reaction wasn't what I expected.
だったら他にもいるかも。病気じゃない人。
そうなのか。
暇だからみんなとね、よく話をするんだ。自分の見た夢の話。それがものすごくそっくりでびっくりすることがあって。ついさっきもね、隣の部屋に入院してる小学生の子が言ってた。ここで仲良くなった子なんだけど。
Wow.
一度も行ったことないはずなのに沖縄にいる夢を見たって。戦争で東京が燃えちゃって自衛隊に助けられて沖縄へ逃げる夢だったって。
そうか。
Interesting. This is very weird. Oh no. If that was true, then there wasn't just Fubuki. There were other patients who were being kept in the hospital for no reason who didn't have any kind of disease at all.
お医者さんに話した方がいい。
What if he's the one with the disease? Maybe they've all just got the disease.
とてもじゃないが信じてもらえるとは思えない。それどころか妄想がひどくなったって診断されたりでもしたら。
そっか。
他の人にもまだ黙っていた方がいい。騒ぎになったら大変だ。
This is taking a very weird turn. And then Yuki poked her head through the curtain.
Okabeさん、看護師さんがこっちに来ます。
面会時間おしまいですよ。
I looked at the clock. It was well past 8.
パタパタしちゃってごめんね、ふぶきちゃん。今度はゆっくりできるように早めに来るね。ああ、マユシ、言っちゃやだ。でもナースさんに怒られちゃうよ。
The nurse would get very mad.
そんなの別にいいよ。今夜は私と一緒に寝て。
Fubuki was back to her usual self. She grabbed Mayuri's hand and held it tight. Kaede chuckled and forced her to let go.
なるべく来てあげるから。わがまま言っちゃダメ。なるべくじゃやだよ。明日も明後日も放課後になったら来て。暇で死んじゃう。
Fubuki flailed her arms and legs about. It was a bit too deliberate, if you ask me. Kaede patted her on the head.
はいはい。それじゃあまたね。
Mayuri and Yuki went over to pat her too. Before long, she looked at the little puppy and the kettle being petted. We left her behind and exited the room. I was the last to leave, and before I did, I turned around to Fubuki and saw Fubuki staring at us from the bed. Our eyes met, so I nodded a little. It's okay. You're not sick. So don't worry. I don't know if she understood what I meant, but she nodded back. And with that, I think we'll leave the episode there. So thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. And if you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel, as I upload every single day. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.